talk now. One call, told me you see me later. I ain't really worried about no motherfucking hater. I'm just really stacking cheese, I'm just stacking paper. Kicked up in the field, catch a telling patient. God send it at your time, yeah, song wait. We up, on fleek. Gotta stay on my hustle, gotta keep elevating. Got the rack stacked up, yeah, I'm hella cake. Tell me what you saying, yeah, I get that.
See me? What is up? Lola.
Hey.
Oh wait, hey. I gotta do the whole thing. How you doing? Can you hear me good?
I'm fine. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's good to see you. I ain't seen you in like
3 years.
at least 3 years. Yeah. Now look at you. You're all growing up now. Professional wrestler. What?
Us both. You doing your thing with your podcast. I see you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, welcome to the People's Choice. When we always get a guest, I always try to let them introduce themselves. So, if you want, introduce yourself to, oh yeah, my bad, the 1,400 plus people. Thank you guys again for reaching that. And that's just from Facebook alone. I appreciate the love and support.
Yes. Hey.
Thank you guys.
I see you.
I know, right? This is awesome. I'm just glad we're growing, more. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, People's Choice Podcast. Gotta get that in there. But go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, for those who don't know me, I am Lola Bae, the one and only bad and extra. And of course, I'm beautiful and enticing and all that.
Of course. So, where did the name? Because I mean, for the viewers don't know, me and Lola Bae, we go way back. I know her as Mia. She'll always be M to the I to the A. So, where did the name Lola Bae originate from?
Okay, don't laugh at me. So I was watching Space Jam.
When you say don't laugh, I'm sorry. I gotta laugh.
I was watching Space Jam, and Lola Rabbit,
mm-hmm.
And that's where Lola came from. And then my favorite rapper right now is The Baby. And I said, you got The Baby, Little Baby, and all these babies. I want to be Bae. And so I made my last name Bae.
Wow. See, I didn't know that. That's what's up. So Lola Bae, a bite off of The Baby, and Lola Bunny and The Baby. Wow.
Yes.
I like that. So you ready to get into it?
I am.
All right. So
Sorry.
At what moment did you know that, I'm going to be a wrestler?
I didn't think I was going to be a wrestler at first. I didn't know I loved it as much as I did until I graduated and everything. And I was like, it took my excitement. Like, it really just took me by surprise. I went to the class one day and I was like, this is the best drug ever, because it makes me feel like so relieved and everything.
I'm glad that you took that step, because I remember talking with you a lot of times on our downtime back at work where we would talk about wrestling, and I can hear the passion in your voice all the time about it. And then just one day randomly, I'm just like on Snap, just seeing how people doing, promoting the show. And then I see you training and I'm just like, what? I message you like immediately, like, wait a minute, you're actually doing this. That's amazing. Because that's my vision. I try to push this out to people. Please follow your dream. Life is too short. Like, I've lost so many friends at an early age, and I'm like, life is too short. Go after something that makes you happy.
It's way too short. I understand. Like I tell you, since I was a little girl, I just remember watching it with my family. So wrestling always been like so family oriented to me, and it's been like in my heart because growing up, that's all we knew. Like, that was our family moment. All 5 of us and my mom and dad sitting in front of the TV, just watching Friday Night SmackDown or something like that, you know?
Shout out to SmackDown. I remember them days, man, for real. So who'd you grow up loving? Like, who was your favorite wrestler?
Oh my goodness, there were so many. You got Jeff Hardy, Batista, Triple H. Like, it's so many people out here I could name. Who started the Women's Evolution? Trish Stratus, Lita.
True. So who was number one though? We always got we love a lot, but there's always that one that you like. No matter if you see them in person or on TV, you just mark out for them. You're like, oh, like I gotta watch.
You know, Naomi. You know, I'm a big Naomi fan. She is so athletic. Oh my goodness.
So, who trained you, and where do you train at?
I'm getting trained. I have 2 trainers right now. I don't know if I want to go back there. The name. But I have one trainer. Yeah. I train at RWC, yes. And my main trainer there is Eddie. And then I also have another trainer, Victor Andrews, and he helps me with a lot of my stuff too. So shout out to them too, because they really been pushing me like as hard as I can, as hard as I can go. Getting me ready and everything.
I gotta ask you, what was it like when you took your first bump?
Ooh,
I knew
the breath left my body. It went poof. I was like, okay, maybe I do that right.
Because I've been reaching out to a lot of wrestlers and stuff. So that's for the viewers. There's gonna be more wrestlers on here because I'm a big wrestling fan. There's no shame in my game. You know, I love my football now, but wrestling is where it's at for me.
Where it's at, yes.
So I reached out to a couple, and the number one thing that they always talk about that gets them like, oh, or ooh, is their first bump.
Yes. or if you haven't went to practice in a while, you gotta take that bump again. You gotta mentally prepare yourself for something.
That's true. So, what would you say your wrestling style is more patterned off of? Who would you either emulate your style from, or what you're trying to get yourself to?
I'm actually emulating nobody.
Really?
I'm taking a little bit, like bits and pieces from every wrestler, kind of, and just making it my own. Because I want to be different. I want to get in the ring and show you something you've never seen before. Like, that's my goal. Something to make you go, wow. Ooh, you know?
That's what
like, oh my God, she's a female wrestler and she's really doing that. Like, she's really grabbing my attention and really entertaining me. Like, that's what I want.
Yes, and female wrestling, I am so like happy for the female wrestling because back, you know, when we grew up as kids, there was not any focus on female wrestling part of it. It was just bra and panties, or they were like supermodels trying to become wrestlers. Now,
they were actually wrestling.
Mm-hmm. What did you say about 14, 15 when the women's revolution really started changing?
Yeah. It was that one time, I forget who was wrestling, but they would just chat and we need women's wrestling or something like that. And the match was like, I give it like 10 seconds. It won't that long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's when they realized like they're not giving us a chance and we do need this. Like, the fans do want this.
Mm-hmm. And that's not to disrespect the women that have been wrestling out, like the Trish Stratus's, the Litas,
yeah,
Victoria's out there, Gail Kim, you know.
Yeah.
So there's been many.
They just didn't have the focus on them or anything like that.
Yeah, because then you look at WrestleMania, you know, like 2 years ago, they had the first triple threat match headlined by women.
Headline, yes.
So that is amazing. I'm so happy. Like,
they came a long way. When I tell you, when all this was happening and they got the titles, the tag titles and everything, the woman said, I was a big baby. I cried because I was just so proud of how far that we have come, because they weren't giving us spotlight back in the day. It was just like, we are just the pretty face of the company. And that really was it. Yeah, it was the good wrestlers out there that was doing that thing, but they didn't really give them too much of anything to work with.
Mm-hmm.
They still wanted them to still be the pretty face.
Mm-hmm. And I love how now it's like y'all could be the pretty face and still kick ass, you know?
Yes, be the hard hitters too.
Because some of
I'm
them
telling you,
women's
some of
matches
the
be better.
females out here doing it better than the men.
I was just about to say
They gotta
that.
beware. Come on now.
I was just about to say that some of the female matches be better than the men's. I'm like, oh snap.
Yeah.
All right, let me let's switch gears here. So going back to you and then the wrestling business, what was the hardest thing to adjust to really starting out?
Starting out promos, because I'm not a big talker. I'm very shy to myself. So far as like speaking and having to get like, I'm aggressive, but having to actually put myself in character and everything, it was kind of hard for me because I don't do good with public speaking. So that was my biggest thing.
I'm the same way. Like that's why it's surprised a lot of people like, you doing a podcast? What? And I'm like, well, it's different because I'm talking to one person. Just
Yeah.
a lot of people end up watching eventually. But yeah, public speaking, it's rough.
I tell you that anxiety.
And I start sweating. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, like I was telling the viewers before we started, I was like, please excuse me, my voice sounds a little bad because this was originally like I was promoting it was going to be sit down interviews, going to be my second one, but I did end up getting sick with a cold, not COVID, guys, just a cold, just to let y'all know, you know, I'm okay.
You know, they gonna stretch it.
Yeah, you know they'll be like, oh gosh, Elvin, no, well, it's just a cold.
I was looking forward to our sit down interview too.
I know, but don't worry, we'll have another opportunity.
Yes, we will.
Definitely planning on that. So, you said the promos. So, do you guys at your training school? Do you guys work on like have promo classes, or is it just like one day, like you're like, let me cut a promo, let me see how I do?
We do training class on promos sometimes, but that's mainly a thing. You go home, you work on yourself. They give you the tools and everything to tell you like what to do as far as like stand in front of the camera and try to shoot promos and stuff to yourself. So they do give you a little bit of something to work with.
That's awesome.
They try to give you advice where to go with it, pretty much.
That's what's up. I'm telling you, like, I'm just so proud of you. Like, I really am, because I'm like, I really remember at least, like I said, 3 years ago, we were just talking about it, and now doing it. And I think I was mentioning my podcast before back then.
Was.
And now it's like,
that's crazy.
I know, right? Shout out to us. See, that got me blushing and stuff now. So what is some good advice that you have gotten as far as what to do, like either building a match or building a promo or just in the wrestling business as a whole? Like what's some best advice you've gotten?
I am my biggest critic. I criticize myself to the T. And they were like, they had like, you know, every match that you plan is not always going to go the way you plan, you know, or something like that. Because or every move you do is you're not going to always get over on it or something like that. So you just got to adjust and stuff like that. So that was the main thing for me that really hit home, because I criticized myself. Oh, man, I could have did this better. I could have did this better. Like, why did I do that? And for them to be like, everything's not going to be as you expected or as you planned it. So it was just like, take all the pressure off my chest a little bit. It made me feel better about it.
That's what's up. You know, some of the greatest of all time, they criticize themselves constantly. So you might be on a good path there. You know, guys like Eddie Guerrero was famous for that. They would say he'll have a great match. Yeah, I know. Shout out to Eddie. Can you believe it's been 15 years since he passed? I
can't. I remember the day it happened.
Me too. I remember vividly. I cried so much. I didn't watch the Raw, but I watched the SmackDown tribute. When they had the car like or his lowrider in the ramp, and Batista took the world title on top of it, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't watch it. and I'm a man. I'm tough now.
I was so young. I didn't really know too much about what was going on, but I know it hit home me because I remember feeling the feelings, like sad. I remember seeing the wrestlers on there and their faces just they were just heartbroken.
It was.
That was just what.
Shout out to Eddie Guerrero, you know, his family, because his family are still doing it big in the wrestling business and stuff.
They are.
You know, he brought a big impact on not just, you know, his family's business and legacy, but to the newer generation, people like
Oh
you,
yes, you know how many people
Tasha.
frog flashed?
Oh yeah, yeah, there you go.
Yes, he really
Yeah.
did. And then the people that do the three suplexes, I can't remember the name of it right now.
The
But
Three Amigos.
yes, the three of me, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Eddie was a pioneer ahead of his time. We miss him to this day.
So much. Oh my goodness, he was such a great entertainer.
So, have you ever met any famous wrestlers so far, or like even before you was in the business, or during like your time in the business?
You know what? I haven't. And it makes
Really?
me mad because everybody keeps seeing Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy in Walmart.
Exactly.
I can't see him when I go in Walmart. That upsets me. So, oh my god, I'd be like work or something. Like really?
For the viewers, that we're in North Carolina, so like Matt and Jeff Hardy are very famous, worldwide, but in North Carolina, it's a big deal. And I've had people come up to me, oh, I just seen Matt Hardy at Walmart. I had a friend of mine, he was at the Planet Fitness working out, and he took a picture like of him doing the leg presses. I'm like, I can't, I've been in North Carolina since
really?
Find this dude doing.
Dang. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
I'd be hating.
Oh man, one of my other friends, they went to a party one time and was like, "Oh, Jeff Hardy just walked in here." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" So for the people,
I walk up in my party. Oh my god!
Exactly. So for the peeps out there, if y'all could help make our
please.
Jeff Hardy find us. We in North Carolina too, man. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy.
We right beside you. I promise. We down the street.
Honestly, we right down the street. Oh man. So what's your thoughts on your opponent? I believe her name is Natalie, right? Natalie or Natalie, for December 5th.
Yes, Madeline. Yes, I will be facing her. She's a hard hitter. I tell you that much. I know I'm in store for something. She a powerhouse. I heard she do weightlifting. She do a lot of athletic stuff. Or she do. I don't know. I just know she's strong.
Yeah, I seen her on Instagram, and she's a power lifter, I believe. She's a fitness model. I mean, she's strong. And I think it's gonna be a great match. I can't wait to see it live December 5th. If you want to plug that in real quick for the viewers.
On December 5th. Oh my yes. In Lumberton, North Carolina.
Yep.
Catch RWC on King Network.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a good match, and I'm so excited for you. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna have one of the big signs. That's how old school I am. I'm coming with a sign.
Yes, come with a sign. I need everybody to come with a sign. Lola Bae.
Definitely will be there. So there's a real hot topic going on right now in the wrestling business. I don't know if you're aware of it. I'm pretty sure you are, about the whole Selena Vega situation.
Yes.
About wrestling unionizing one day. So what's your thoughts on that? I didn't mean to stop you. You're trying. You said,
Ooh. Explain more.
Well, okay, so apparently
I heard about her getting fired.
Yeah. So WWE has been taking a lot of control with these guys. Even though they're labeling them as independent contractors, they tell them, what media sites they can and can't do, like podcasts.
I know their merch. They can't sell independent merch.
And stuff on their Twitch stuff that they were doing. They're taking so much control of their stuff, and they're like, well, if you're gonna as wrestlers, they're saying basically, if you're gonna take control of our accounts from our Twitch, from our Instagram and stuff, or OnlyFans or whatever, and you don't want to basically let us do that, then we should be employees, because an independent contractor, we should be able to do what we want. All we have to do is just show up to your event that you booked us for.
Yes. And they said they were making a lot more money off of their side businesses, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
than they were making in the WWE.
I think Paige was making hella banks.
She broke down her
song. That was sad to see. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw a piece of it, and I felt bad.
So what's your thoughts on that? Do you think that wrestlers should one day have a union, or do you think they should stay independent contractors, but possibly just ease up a little bit on the
But
restrictions that they have?
yeah, I believe in freedom. Freedom. Give me my freedom. Oh my goodness. You might even unionize because I mean that's like regular jobs. You can't tell me I can't work my job and then Uber eat on the side or drive a Lyft on the side and keep my extra money.
Mm-hmm.
It's freedom of speech.
That's you see it like how these other wrestlers see it, where there should be a union,
It
or
should.
or they at least, if they don't want to unionize because of the different like taxes and stuff, they want to just release some of that that stranglehold WWE has on these wrestlers. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Because like AEW, they pretty much for the most part honor that.
Yeah, they are.
So yes, speak on that. Go ahead, you speak on that.
I mean, I have seen it like far as AEW, they are more free with their superstars. They can do a lot more and they keep their money. They can, like, I was talking mainly the thing about the merch and how they could sell their merch and they could receive the money themselves and they don't have to give the money back to AEW or something like that. Or they make a little profit. But AEW make a profit or they just let them do it themselves?
Yeah, like I believe that they still allow some of them wrestlers because like Pro Wrestling Tees, a lot of them wrestlers, they allow them to continue to have their merch on Pro Wrestling Tees, and also they have their merch on AEWshop.com as well. Plus, they let them go wrestle in other promotions. They do all
independent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the way wrestling should be. That's where I
Far
want to
as
see you
WWE,
one day.
It's kind of like they are restricted to a lot of stuff they can do until their contract is over, pretty much.
Yeah, and then they still gotta wait 90 days before they can do anything.
Ain't
that crazy?
That is crazy. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, definitely calling y'all out on that WWE. Y'all need to switch something up because it's only gonna get a lot much worse before it gets better.
That is so true. I mean, just take the weight off your superstars just a little bit.
For real. Without them, they don't have nothing.
They can't breathe right now.
For real. So what should the fans expect from you? I know you don't want to give it all away because December 5th is around the corner, but what should the fans expect from you come December 5th for your first singles debut?
Should they expect high energy? High energy. I plan on popping necks, taking names.
I like that. I like that. You said popping necks and taking names. Look at that.
Yes, that's what I do best.
So, what advice would you give to an aspiring wrestler? Because I've actually had a couple that actually messaged me through the mailbag, and they want to know, like, what would you give advice, like starting off? Because a lot of them are actually more terrified than you know.
Yeah, find you a school in your area. I mean, it's not easy, but it's easy. Find a
Please elaborate on that.
And then talk to the people there. I'm pretty sure they let you sit in and watch the class before you even start. So just do that. I know it was hard for me because I didn't think I was gonna do it because I had a whole baby. I done went, my baby, I ain't go 9 months, but I went 6 months and I had a whole baby and I had that baby weight. I was out of shape and everything. So I didn't think I was going to go back to doing it. But look at me now. What's my first single debut, December 5th, RWC Network, Roku TV. Don't miss your bae.
I like that. That's gotta be your new slogan. Don't miss your bae.
Don't miss your bae.
Or treat your bae right. You know what I'm saying? Look, look, I'm helping you out. So now, Lola Bae, you ready for your mailbag questions?
I am.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let me get rid of this cough drop real quick. Try to get my voice right. All right. So, this one comes from Alexander from Germany. Look at that. You are in the streets of Germany right now. Like people really like it's taking off. I'm so happy. But his question is,
That was Germany. Oh my goodness.
I know, right? I can't believe they heard of me. Look at that in Germany. I got that from Drake actually. But Alexander from Germany says, what is your biggest goal in the wrestling business?
Hi, Alex. First off, let me start with that. My biggest goal, I want to be well known. I want to entertain. I just want y'all to love me. That's my biggest goal, is to entertain y'all.
Such a baby face.
I just want to entertain y'all, make my fans happy. Love my babies. Y'all are bays. You know, I gotta make y'all happy.
You got names for your fans? Babies. Look at that.
My babies. I love y'all.
This one comes from Priscilla. She says, what is your dream match, past wrestler and current wrestler?
Ooh. See, we talking about just females and males, or
and she didn't say, so dream match, go ahead. You know, you can do intergender matches.
I was definitely jealous of Nia Jax when she got RKO'd. I was definitely jealous because I love Randy Orton. I am a big Randy Orton fan. So that's my
shout out to Randy. I got
yes,
his merch right now. Got the sleeper on.
And then current, I want to be in Fatal 4-Way. I want Naomi, of course, Sasha Banks, and Bianca Belair, because them some hard hitters right there alone.
I love Sasha. I'm sorry. Just have to throw it out
there. Love her.
That'd be a great.
Now I wish I could wrestle AJ Lee.
Oh,
I love her. Oh my goodness, Paige. I wish her neck one. I could go all day. Let me stop.
So Priscilla, she got a lot of options out there.
Yes. Hard question.
This one comes from Timothy. It says, do you ever plan on being in a tag team one day or just staying in singles?
Hey Tim. I'm up for options. I mean, if it comes to me, I look forward to it. I'm a people's person. I can work with people.
Oh, look at that. Playing off the show's name and my last. I knew he was one of my peeps from the start. All right. So you're open to either option. You don't mind doing tag team one day?
I don't. But of course, I will have to go back to being a singles wrestler because I love attention. It's all about Bae, you know. It got to be all about Bae. She comes before anyone else. Like,
little bit of heel in you now. I see.
A little selfish.
So this one comes from Jeremy. He says, "You look extremely athletic from the videos I've seen on IG. Did you grow up playing any sports?"
I grew up. I wrestled in middle school. For those who did not know,
I didn't know. That's news to me. What?
I wrestled my 7th grade year, and I was supposed to be captain my 8th grade year, but I had family issues, so I never got to do it. But yeah, and then I did band 9th grade up into college. I was in a marching band. I went to A&T, and you know, if y'all don't know, that A&T band, they work you out now. They put you through something.
For the people's choice, for my peeps that don't know about A&T, y'all know how they say football in Texas is like a religion, not just a sport. And A&T, the band is like everything. It's the religion over there. Like
the band is A&T. Oh my goodness! But yes.
Matter of fact, let's talk a little bit about A&T. What's your favorite memories from there?
My favorite memory, I don't know. I just love traveling with the band. Honestly, my favorite memories was with the band because traveling, being around. We were like a big family, if anything.
That's what's up. All right. So this one comes from Savannah. She says, "Are you interested in any other outside adventures other than wrestling?"
Ooh, actually, I am. I think I want to be an all-around entertainer. As far as like modeling, I want to do a little acting. I mean, look at this face. I gotta spread it around.
You should plug your TikTok videos and your Snap because you definitely entertain the heck out of me. So yeah, definitely,
I'm just full of energy. So I feel like it was something I was meant to do. It's just like I want to bring joy to other people. And that's just me.
That's awesome. That's so nice. So this one comes from David. He says, "What is the coolest looking belt of all time in your opinion?"
Ooh, David, let me think.
So many choices.
My old head. That is a lot of choices. I ain't gonna lie. When John Cena was making that thing spin,
Oh yeah,
he was making that thing spin.
Wait, which one?
Like, oh my
The
goodness,
spinner
I love
US
that
or the
belt.
spinner WWE one? Which one?
Yes,
The spinner WWE.
I love that one.
Yeah, that was. I actually liked it more when John Cena lost it. And I'm a big John Cena fan, but it looked better to me on other people. Like when Randy won it, I was like, "Oh, Randy wore that belt pretty good." Or Batista.
Yes.
Jeff Hardy, of course. You know.
Of course.
So this next question comes from Monica. She says, "Not wishing or hoping for this, but have you ever suffered any serious injuries or any type of injuries in wrestling?"
I have not. I actually take pride in that. I call myself bionic. I never, knock on wood. I never broke a bone, sprained a bone. I never did any of that. And I actually fell out a tree jumping from the tree to the house. I fell out the tree and I didn't break anything.
Do you mind sharing that story? I cannot picture you falling out.
It was
of
my
tree.
brother's fault. They got to get on the house, and they did not do a good job.
Oh man! Wow. See, you learn something new every day. Thank you, Monica. Now I learned about that tree story.
Yes.
All right. So this one comes from Jason. This is the last mailbag I got. He says, "What is your favorite match of all time?"
My favorite, Jason. That is a hard question. My goodness, you can't just pick a favorite match.
Well, I don't know, because there's always one match where, like, if I go on the network or if I'm going on like YouTube, and if I just happen to pop up, I have to watch the whole thing. And that for me is WrestleMania 17, the TLC match, the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian versus the Dudleys. Who else was it? I think that was it.
That's when they got speared off the ladder.
Yeah, when Edge speared him, Jeff Hardy off the ladder.
Yes.
That is one of my favorite matches. Like, and I actually had that on VHS. I used to record my stuff, so I had that on tape. So I'm going way back. I'm dating myself.
Right. I'm gonna watch this match.
Oh yeah,
years to come.
So what about you? There gotta be one
favorite. I can honestly, when I watch wrestling, everything intrigues me. I do my little critiques and everything, but I mean, like, everything is just like blows my mind.
Come on, Lola Bae. Lola Bae. Pick one more match. Just one match. Just one match.
Let me think. It's really hard because there was a lot of great matches.
Okay.
From
how about this?
The Brothers of Destruction to, I don't know. I think.
What match made you a fan of wrestling?
The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and WrestleMania.
That's a great answer.
That's the one that got me.
That's a great answer. Great job. Let's give you a round of applause.
Thanks.
Because Jason.
How many matches was just flowing?
For real, I was like, Jason, she was just not about to answer that. You got it out of her. Oh man, I'm so happy that you decided to be on the show. Thank you for your time. Before you go though, we end this off. I love to ask like my guests, what's a quote that really motivates them, that gets them going, or just a saying that like maybe your mom said to you or dad growing up or something. Like what's your favorite one?
My favorite quote, Hakuna Matata. Because
Lion King.
Yes, you can't hold on to the past. You gotta just let some stuff go. And I think that helped me move forward with a lot of stuff. Cause I got that from the Lion King, but my mom, she said that a lot growing up because that was her favorite movie. So that is something that really stuck with me. Like, I believe that. Because if you holding on to past stuff, how are you supposed to move forward?
Amen on that. Hakuna Matata. I like
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
that. I know, right? So, Lola, thank you again for your time. I can't wait to see you December 5th.
I can't wait to see you.
I know, right? Thank you. I'll make sure I have your sign ready. I'm having a nice bright colors, just showing my support. I'm so happy you're following your dreams, you're following your goals.
Yes.
Thank you for being awesome.
You're doing the same thing. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm so proud of you too, because I'm telling you, both came a long way from where we used to work.
Yeah, let's not go there. I'm just like,
but we both follow our dreams, be on top, big dogs. We have nothing but great things to come, and I'm so proud of you too.
Thank you. That means the world to me. And same for you. I can't wait to see you one day in AEW, WWE, Impact, because you're gonna go far. You got the personality, you got the work ethic. Like I said, I'm cheesing right now because I'm just like I'm so proud of you and seeing you. December 5th in Lumberton. Don't forget, y'all, the People's Choice. I will be there. So if y'all want to, come see me too, I'll be in the crowd. Yes. But it's not gonna be about me.
$5.
$5 at the door. So bring your family. Mask. You gotta wear your mask too. We still got that wrong.
Yeah, please bring a mask. You don't need that wrong. Not that deep. Not that deep.
See you later, Mia.
See you later.